Courage over comfort. Why you must do what scares you. There's a truth I've seen play out in every person who's ever achieved greatness. They chose courage over comfort. Not once, not twice, but over and over until it became second nature. You see, the average person spends their life seeking comfort. The great ones spend their life seeking growth, and growth always lives outside the comfort zone. My first sales job, terror in a suit. I remember my very first day in sales. I had no experience, no connections, no script, no training. All I had was a suit that didn't fit, and a desperate need to earn money. The manager handed me a list of prospects and said, "Go get 'em." I walked to my car with the paper shaking in my hands. My heart was pounding like a drum. I was terrified. Every part of me wanted to go home, but I couldn't. I had no safety net, no savings, no plan B. So I took a deep breath and made my first call. It was awful. I stumbled, I stuttered, I was rejected. But I made another call and another. By the end of the week, I had knocked on hundreds of doors. Most people said no. Some didn't even open the door. But a few said yes, and that was all I needed, proof that action beats fear. The comfort zone trap. Your comfort zone is a nice place, but nothing grows there. Every dream you have is sitting just beyond the edge of comfort. Want to start a business? You'll have to risk rejection, embarrassment, maybe even failure. Want to find love? You'll have to risk vulnerability and the possibility of heartbreak. Want to speak on stage? You'll have to face the fear of thousands of eyes looking at you. Here's the truth. The moment you feel discomfort, that's the moment you're stepping into growth. The biology of courage. Fear is not a sign you're doing something wrong. Fear is a sign you're doing something important. Your brain is wired to keep you safe, not to keep you successful. It sees change as danger. It sees risk as threat. But here's the trick. Your courage grows in direct proportion to the times you act in spite of fear. Do the thing, feel the fear, and do it anyway. And the next time, it will be easier. My $1 million lesson. Years later, after building a sales career, I was invited to give a speech at a major conference. I had 72 hours to prepare. The audience, CEOs and executives from some of the biggest companies in the country. The fear, immense. Part of me thought, say you're busy, pass on the opportunity. You're not ready. But another part of me said, this is exactly why you must do it. So I did. Was it perfect? No. But that single speech led to 2 more invitations, then 10, then 50. That moment was the beginning of a career that has taken me to more than 80 countries. Had I chosen comfort, you wouldn't be hearing my voice today. Courage is a skill. People think courage is a personality trait. It's not. Courage is a decision. Every time you do the thing that scares you, you train that muscle, and it gets stronger. Just like the gym, you can't get strong by thinking about lifting weights. You have to pick them up. The comfort-courage equation. Here's something I want you to write down. Your level of success will always be in direct proportion to the number of uncomfortable conversations you are willing to have. That might mean negotiating your salary. It might mean asking for the sale. It might mean telling someone no. It might mean admitting you were wrong. Whatever it is, the moment it scares you is the moment you grow. The 20-second rule, one practical trick I've used for decades is this. When you feel fear, count down from 20 seconds and then act. Pick up the phone, walk into the room, click send on that proposal. Don't give your brain time to talk you out of it. Fear gets weaker the closer you get to action. Your challenge. Today, I want you to do something that scares you, even if it's small. It could be introducing yourself to someone new, posting your work online, making a phone call you've been avoiding, asking for something you've been afraid to request. Remember, fear is temporary, regret is permanent. Courage will make you stand out. Courage will put you in rooms others never enter. Courage will create opportunities comfort could never give you. So next time you feel afraid, smile, because you're about to grow. The power of relentless focus. If you look at the most successful people in history, in business, art, sports, or science, you'll notice something they all have in common. They focus like a laser on one thing until they master it. They don't dabble. They don't chase every new idea. They don't let distractions pull them away from their mission. They choose their target and they keep moving toward it until it's done. The mistake that steals your potential. When I was young, I made the same mistake so many people make. I said yes to everything. Every idea seemed worth exploring. Every opportunity looked like the one. And I ended up with a desk full of unfinished projects and a bank account full of frustration. I was busy, but I wasn't getting anywhere. It wasn't until I learned this truth that everything changed. You can have anything you want, but you can't have everything at the same time.
The day I learned to say no. I remember having lunch with a very successful businessman. I told him about all the projects I was working on. He listened quietly, then said, "Brian, you're trying to boil the ocean. Pick one thing. Boil that." That afternoon, I went back to my office and wrote down every project I was involved in. Then I circled the one that could make the biggest difference in my life if I committed to it completely. Everything else, I either postponed it, delegated it, or eliminated it. And within months, I was earning more than I had in the previous years combined. The 80-20 reality. Here's something you need to remember every day. 80% of your results come from 20% of your efforts. Your job is to figure out which 20% matters most, and pour your time, energy, and focus into that. The rest, it's noise, and noise will steal your dreams if you let it. How to cultivate relentless focus. 1. Decide what you want most. Clarity is power. You can't focus on what you can't define. 2. Eliminate distractions ruthlessly. Social media, constant email, endless meetings, they're traps. Turn off notifications. Guard your time like a priceless treasure. 3. Work in deep, uninterrupted blocks. Set a timer for 60 to 90 minutes. No calls, no messages, no interruptions. You'll get more done in one block of deep work than most people do all day. 4. Finish before starting something new. Half-finished work produces zero results. Finish, then move on. The hidden power of focus. Focus does something magical. It compounds your efforts. When you give sustained attention to one thing, you develop mastery faster. You spot opportunities others miss. You build momentum that carries you forward. And momentum is the secret weapon of achievement. Once you get it, success gets easier. My challenge to you, take a look at your life right now. What's the one goal, if achieved in the next 12 months, would make the biggest difference? Circle it. Commit to it. Say no to everything that doesn't serve it. Because scattered effort produces scattered results. Focused effort produces greatness. Remember, the sun's rays don't burn until they're brought to a focus. Bring your life to a focus and watch it set your results on fire. The unstoppable power of self-discipline. If I had to choose one single quality, above all others, that determines whether you succeed or fail, it would be this: self-discipline. Not talent, not luck, not even intelligence, because talent without discipline will sit idle. Luck without discipline will slip away. Intelligence without discipline will waste itself on excuses. Self-discipline is the bridge between goals and accomplishment. The day I learned the hard truth, when I was a young man, I wasn't disciplined. I was full of ideas and enthusiasm, but my follow-through was terrible. I'd start something and quit halfway. I'd make promises to myself and break them the same day. I wanted results without the grind. And then, life taught me a painful lesson. You can't cheat consistency. One winter, I was working construction in -20-degree weather. My hands were numb, my face was frozen, and I was earning barely enough to survive. It hit me. I'm here because of my lack of discipline. My choices put me here. That day I made a decision. From now on, if I said I'd do something, I'd do it, no matter what. Self-discipline is a muscle. People think discipline is something you're born with. It's not. It's a muscle. And like any muscle, it grows with use. The first time you push yourself to wake up early, it's hard. The 10th time, it's easier. The 100th time, it's a habit. The secret is to start small. One disciplined action today, another tomorrow, and soon you've built a foundation that will carry you through anything. Why discipline frees you? Here's the paradox. Most people think discipline is restrictive. They think it takes away freedom. But the truth is, discipline creates freedom. Financial discipline gives you freedom from debt and stress. Health discipline gives you freedom from sickness and fatigue. Work discipline gives you freedom from constant worry about results. Every disciplined choice today buys you freedom tomorrow. The formula for discipline. 1. Decide exactly what you want. Clarity removes half the struggle. You can't discipline yourself toward a vague wish. 2. Remove temptations. Make the right choice the easy choice. If you want to save money, delete the shopping apps. If you want to eat healthy, don't keep junk food at home. Tell someone your goal. Accountability is a powerful motivator. 4. Act daily. Discipline is not about occasional effort. It's about daily effort, even when you don't feel like it. My morning rule. For decades, I've lived by a simple rule. Do the hardest thing first. When you tackle your biggest, most difficult task first thing in the morning, you win the day before it even begins. That single habit has built businesses, written books, and changed my life. Your challenge: think of one area in your life right now where a lack of discipline is holding you back. Just one. Then decide on one daily action you will take, starting today, to turn it around. Do it for 30 days. No excuses, no breaks. At the end of those 30 days, you won't just have better results. You'll be a different person. Remember, discipline is doing what you need to do, even when you don't feel like it. Master it, and there's nothing you can't achieve.